What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 77 of our Madden 24 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode here on the channel. The NFL MVP goes to Jalen Carter, Coach of the year Sirianni. Offensive player of the year goes to Lamar. Defensive player goes to Jalen. Offensive rookie of the year goes to Casey Crisp. And defensive goes to Javian Taviano. Alright, so the four-time Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl 35-0. DeAndre Swift was Super Bowl MVP. But take a look here at those who have retired. Garrett Bowles, let's see, C.J. Mosley and Javian Clowney both retired with rings, so congratulations to both of them for their long careers. Brian Anger, Derek Carr retires. That's unfortunate for him. Let's see, Preston Smith, Zach Cunningham, Eric Fisher. He won a Super Bowl, I believe, with the Eagles because he filled in when he had all those offensive line injuries. Oh, no, not Mitch Trubisky. He retired. That's honestly the unfortunate one. Their 10-year career for Mitch Trubisky. That's unfortunate. So Jeremiah Trotter, going to offer him his 5th-year option just because, I mean, he deserves it. He's been dominant out there every year. He's killing it. Now, Tyreek Hill, take a look, honestly, at the free agents that are available for this upcoming season. The Eagles, they don't really have many holes, but, you know, Howie Roseman doesn't miss. Howie does not miss. If it is in free agency, if it is in the draft, Howie just does not miss. Now, I saw Okuda in there. John Mechie, so there's a lot of young players that are available. Milton Williams, Quandre Diggs, Trent Brown. You know, there's a lot of players that a lot of teams could possibly use. A lot of players that a lot of teams could definitely be interested in, especially going forward with who they are and who they need on their teams. But the Eagles here, they are, I don't know. They're going to go for depth, honestly. Cody Mauch, you know, here at North Dakota State, this dude blew up during draft week, you know. Big guy, redhead. Noah Sewell, a depth linebacker right there. Penei Sewell's brother, you know, the offensive tackle for the Lions. They're going to bring in Noah Sewell here. And then Jordan Battle, just a little bit of safety depth for the Eagles. I don't have much safety depth on this team, but giving him a 3-year deal for $74 overall, that's not bad. So Tyreek goes to the Falcons. Payne, he's going to leave the Commanders. He's going to go all the way to the West Coast. Let's see. Murphy Bunting goes to the Rams. Hooker goes to the Browns. See any big name? I'm looking for big names. Any big names that are going to change teams here? Okuda goes to the Broncos. Okay. Douglas goes to the Bears. Let's see, anyone else? Any other good ones right here signing? That's the unfortunate bit. We have a lot of special teamers, a lot of older veterans here. Renfro goes to the Dolphins. Mechie went to the Browns. Milt Williams goes to the Patriots. Okay. A lot of veterans here that aren't signing, which is unfortunate. It definitely is unfortunate because we have a lot of guys that, you know, they're high 70 overalls that, you know, probably should be on teams here, but they just aren't going to get signed to teams, which is definitely unfortunate. But it's also like, you get 32 kickers. Alright? So I get it, that's why there's always a lot of kickers available, because not every team's going to need to sign a kicker every offseason, which is, it is what it is. But Battle, Cody, and Noah Sewell are going to sign here with the Philadelphia Eagles. But these are just prime Howie Roseman pickups right here. Just good depth pieces. And Howie Roseman also going to shock the world here. Trading DeAndre Swift, Super Bowl MVP, for a second, a third in 2027, a second, a third in 2028, and a first in 2029. So 5 draft picks for DeAndre Swift here. Howie Roseman, you know, he's cooking right now. But here we go. The Rams have the first pick here in the 2027 draft because, well, they're the worst team in the league. They go with Smith, the wide receiver out of Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith. Cowboys take a defensive end out of Georgia with the second pick. There you go. Stone, the D-tackle out of California. All right, the Steelers going to make a pick right there as well. Browns going to take Simmons, the linebacker. All right, let's see. Offensive line for the Green Bay Packers. Bold move there. And the linebacker for the Patriots. Okay. Next pick's going to be a defensive end, a Lightfoot there for the Commanders. I mean, they just did lose their D tackle. Let's see. Williams, the linebacker for the Cardinals. A lot of linebackers going early here in this one. Seahawks take a wide receiver out of Auburn. Saints going to take... what's your position, Mr. McKinley? McKinley, they're taking McKinley. Corner going to go to the Tampa Bay Bucks right there, out of Georgia as well. Wide receiver going to go down to the Miami Dolphins. All right, so a lot of receivers, a lot of linebackers. Offensive lineman Barker going to go to the Jets. The Texans are going to be taking a defensive end, Elijah Rushing, out of Oregon. Okay, so back here, I mean, the Eagles, they're going to go offensive line. You got to think, Wyatt Teller's on the last year of his deal this upcoming season. He's always hurt. Lane Johnson's also 36, so he's pushing retirement here. So there's a lot of holes in the future for offensive line. So we're going to go Cooper Cousins, left guard out of Penn State. All right, Bengals. What are the Bengals going to be doing right now? Bengals, they are going to be doing something here, honestly. Once we figure out how to use the draft board, advance our pick, they're going to go with a halfback out of Oklahoma. Okay, Taylor Tatum, the halfback. The Jaguars are going to go with an offensive lineman out of Notre Dame. Offensive lineman out of Alabama to the Vikings. Offensive lineman out of South Carolina to the Niners. Linebacker to the Bills right here. That's what you like to see there. We have Tennessee Titans up next. The Titans, what are they going to go with? They're going to go with a corner out of Ohio State. So a lot of corners, a lot of linebackers, a lot of receivers, a lot of offensive linemen. Stewart, the linebacker. Quarterback, first quarterback off the board is going to go to the Falcons. Bears are going to be taking a quarterback as well, DJ Lagway. Okay, Lions take a free safety, first safety taken. Linebacker going to go to the Chargers. Chiefs are going to be taking a linebacker out of Clemson, Sammy Brown. And the Eagles on the pick going to take Justin Scott, defensive tackle depth. You got to think, the Eagles' thought point behind this one is, when Jordan Davis or Jalen Carter get hurt, you're relying on a veteran depth right there. So not a lot you have really going on for you. So you draft a guy that you're going to have a lot of time with. You're going to have 5 years with him, cheap, affordable contract here, and he's going to be your depth behind Davis and Carter that you're not going to be really investing in a lot of, if that makes any sense right there. It made more sense when you try to figure out what I'm trying to say versus what I actually said. He's just a better plug and play, depth guy. Kobe Black here going to be our second round draft pick, a corner. Going for some corner depth here. He is a hidden dev right there, 21 years of age, out of Texas. Good old hidden dev for Kobe Black. So take a look here at our draft picks. So we had Cooper Cousins and Justin Scott in the first round, Kobe Black in the second round. We had a tight end in round number 3, Brady Peskins. And then we had a lot of nice little depth pickups right here. A lot of 70s, a lot of high 60s. Everyone's 70s except for, I think, 3 high 60s. So no real flops of draft picks here, as we're just going to scroll through and just take a look at what everyone's drafted real quick as we wrap up today's episode. I mean, Howie Roseman did what he had to do to come in here and, replenish what he lost. You got to think, you come in here, you have C.J. Mosley as a veteran, you have Jadeveon Clowney as veteran, that came in, filled in for injuries, filled in for guys that end up on the IR, and we're just depth pieces, depth guys. Well, we found younger backups, younger replacements for them, drafted positions of need for depth, like D-tackle, where, we would go from Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis to like Maurice Hurst, or I don't know who actually our DT3 was last year, but it was a random free agent signing we had before week 1, where it was just someone that was available to sign. It was like highest overall available, like Maurice Hurst or something like that. We were able to bring in to be DT3, but they actually have a true DT3 now on the team. You know, I guess for the first time since I guess we let Milton Williams leave. We're also going to bring in Eric Armstead here. So defensive line depth, really. Alvin Kamara, also going to bring him in to be running back 2. Behind Will Shipley, who is now running back 1. Take a look at the team right now. You got to think, hey, that's a lot of gold up there. And then you got Powers Johnson in the middle. That's silver. I mean, hopefully he gets an upgrade or something. Offensive lineman of the year, maybe at some point gets him to a gold superstar. Hopefully, maybe. Linebacking core, killer. Defensive line is unheard of right now. It's so disgusting. There you go, look at that. Just honestly, just look at what we have here. Keely Ringo. Des Ricks is a superstar. Good for Des Ricks. Our special teams unit kind of staying the same here. Britton Covey killing it. Wyatt Teller's our long snapper. But if you guys enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button. Comment down below, text on YouTube though. Peace out, rock on, stay super classy. And we'll catch you on the next episode here on the